super pretty too, isn't she? She's got going on, that girl. God damn her. All right. Oh, all right, folks, guess what? Thank you for caring. What's going to happen now is so great because this guy is so fucking funny that I don't want to. He's been here a couple times, and every time he might really bomb tonight. So I don't want to put him up too much. Gianmarco Soresi. Stomach. So, Gianmarco, that's an Italian name, isn't it?
Well, it is. I don't want to get too far into it because I'm about to.
All right, I'm not going to ask you a single
Sure,
word.
you know how
no, I don't want to
it
know. I know how it is for the comedians. They just want to get going. Go ahead.
Oh, thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Hello. So yes, correct. My name's Gianmarco. I'm Italian. Hey, so Italian? So you know, we do a lot of hugging. We kiss each other goodbye. Not everyone's used to it. Like my roommate, who's not Italian, when he saw my dad and I kiss, he was just like, "Yeah. Do you kiss your dad in public?" And I was like, "Yeah. You know, it'd be weird if I only kissed him in private." I was like, "Hey, Pops, let's get out of here for a Sicilian goodbye." My dad wasn't born in Italy, but he told me that in 1932, my grandpa Luigi, that's his actual name, my grandpa Luigi and my grandma Donkey Kong immigrated here from the small island of Nintendo. I have a rich family history. My parents got divorced when I was 7 days old. So, like most kids, my first word was "Mama," but my next 5 were "told me to tell you." The custody battle got so ugly, the judge ruled that I could decide where I wanted to live, so I moved in with the judge. Because going back and forth, it gives you whiplash. Because when your parents are divorced, there's always the strict parent and there's the dad. And like my father has been married 5 times. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to someone's 5th wedding. Everyone's in Crocs. It's BYOB. And then the 4th stepmom, I was just like, "I'd learn your name, sweetheart, but you'll be gone by Christmas." And that was a lollipop because I was 6. I'm much closer with my mom. I call her every time. I forget the HBO password. I saw her recently, and I don't know, my mom, she's always distressed that I haven't had a boyfriend yet. Like, I saw her and she was just like, "I met a cute guy in the gym. You want me to give him your number?" And it's like, she knows I'm straight. I'm straight, but I'm very theatrical. So, like, I finger women, but only with jazz hands. You understand? Went to college for musical theater, which means, of course, I'm what's known in show business as a triple threat. Threat number 1, I can act. Threat number 2, I can sing. Thank you. And threat number 3, I'm annoying. I had a big year though. I made my TV debut on Law & Order SVU. It was a very small part. I played Ice-T's waiter. So to prepare for the role, I actually became a waiter for 12 years. I used to have one of those jobs where, like, between taking orders, you know, I'd sing songs and dance on the tables, and that's not what Chipotle is known for. But I did a couple years ago, I had one audition for Game of Thrones. And obviously I didn't get it, or you would know who I am. But I walked in, I was ready to go, and the director said to me, "First, we need to see you in your underwear." Which is not what I was expecting. So I put my underwear back on. I make most of my money these days modeling for stock photos. Like, you laugh, but I did one last year. I got $5,000. They just put me in like a suit, took pictures, generic pictures of me, just like pointing, shrugging, picking up boxes. It was a good gig, but a lot of my friends have been texting me that they've seen my stock photos in their new office seminars on sexual harassment. So now I'm saying things like, "Hey, female coworker, want equal pay? Earn it!" This is not very funny, but my dad got in trouble for sexual harassment at work, and it was really hard on the family because he works from home. That's not true, of course. But my dad does get around. My dad once my dad slept with my 8th grade gym teacher, and I was so pissed off because those grades don't matter. I was not a very popular kid, but I remember there was this girl in my middle school. She didn't have a lot of friends either because she wore a cape. And in 7th grade, she threw a laser tag birthday party, and I was the only person who showed up. And she was so upset because I wasn't invited. I think it's because I'm a lot. I'm what's known as an extroverted introvert. Do you all know what that is? Yeah, it basically means like when I'm talking, I'm very extroverted, but if you're talking, I'd rather be alone. Some people call that an asshole, but most people haven't read Freud. Last girlfriend I had was in college. This girl, her name was Laura. Or was Laura, now it's bitch. I made the mistake. I tried to win her back. I got a tattoo of the first letter of her name. I have a cursive L here for Laura. And obviously it didn't work. And now I have to tell every woman I date about my dead friend, Larry. My dad's got a new girlfriend though. His new girlfriend is 20 years old. It's weird, he likes dating younger, I like dating older. So when we go on a double date, it looks like a family dinner. I like older women, you know. Some guys like being called daddy in the bedroom. I prefer son. This is very nice. I thank you all for coming, though, because my friends were busy. They always ask when I'm performing next. I'm like, I perform every night. They say, shit, I have a wedding that day. And it makes sense. All my friends are starting to settle down, because I'm at that age, you know, early 20s to early 30s, where everyone's getting married. I swear, I'd rather be invited to jury duty at this point. I got the link to my best friend's wedding registry. And yeah, one of the things he had on there for me to potentially buy him was a $250 whiskey decanter. I own 1 spoon. So if you need a decanter, suck my dick, all right? A decanter is a bottle. Who's selling loose whiskey? And now there's the baby shower. I had to buy this baby, who already has more spoons than me, a $30 novel called The Penguin Says, Please Suck My Dick, okay? I own one towel I got for free for joining Chase Bank, and is exclusively for masturbating. And my other towel is stuffed underneath my air conditioner, which I've yet to uninstall, so it doesn't fall out the fucking window. So when I shower, I have two options, moist or crunchy. Moist! Crunchy! This time the big ticket item was like a $300 breast pump. Let's save some money. I'll milk her myself. I'll milk her right into that fucking decanter. I live in Harlem. If you guys don't know Harlem, it's a historically black neighborhood, but like they just built a Whole Foods across from where I live on Malcolm X Boulevard, which is what he would have wanted. And I don't know if I'm gonna stay though, because it's a big apartment building, and in February or March, a registered sex offender moved into my building. And I had these upstairs neighbors that immediately moved out, because, you know, they have 3 kids. So now I bring this guy everywhere. Someone tries to sit their kid next to me on the train, I'm like, oh, I love children, but so does Gary. It's a risky joke. You gotta live every day like it's your last. Because you never know when you're gonna kill yourself. I think they should change the suicide hotline to 867-5309. So then, God forbid you ever do have to call. You're like, oh my God, 867-5309. Never mind. I went skydiving this year, which I was really excited about, and it was cool. I did it upstate. But as I was going up in the plane, the guy I was strapped to with the parachute, he found out I do this, and he was like, "Oh, I've always wanted to do stand-up comedy." And I was like, "You would be so good," because you know he had the parachute. And then as we went up, I got to get to know him. I was like, "Hey, brother, you married?" He was like, "Nah." I was like, "Do you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend?" He was like, "Nah, it's not my style." And I was like, "Okay, do you have any pets?" And he was like, "If I disappeared, I don't think anyone would notice." Time to jump. Boom! I'm shoved out the plane by a suicidal skydiver. And when he pulled the parachute, I was like, "Dude, what the fuck was that?" And he was like, "It's stand-up comedy."